it was a good day. You know, we really shortened the field. It was all red zone. I thought there was some really good runs. The offensive line cleaned some, had some really clean runs, and then I thought there was times that the defensive line dominated. It kind of went back and forth. It was really good to see because, offense would win here and defense would win, back and forth. We are bigger, size-wise. That's evident. And whenever you have a 6'9" tight end and Mason Tharp come out and go, first thing out of his mouth is, "Coach, we're a lot bigger football team," then that kind of tells you we are, because he's a big man. There's a lot of stuff to learn from, a lot of stuff to teach from. We'll have a team meeting today at 2:15, and I'll start off with practice habits, and there'll be some really good tape to learn from of like how you're supposed to practice. But I was happy. I was happy with the physicalness of the practice, especially coming off I've never been a part of doing spring ball, spring break, and then spring ball, and so I liked it. I think it's at the end of it. I think it's going to be good because it breaks it up a little bit. But I was happy where we're at. So yeah, it's tough. You get it. It's even worse in the fall. If you think about it, we're the only level of football that doesn't have a scrimmage. In high school, you're going to have a scrimmage before you play the first game. You got preseason games and joint practices in the NFL, and then you've got a month-long camp in college football where you're against each other. And so it's a little bit different because with this, we're going every other day, so you can kind of break it up. It's usually that week 3, so really going into next week, about midweek, is whenever kind of it does kind of get to a point where they've hit the wall. So you just got to challenge. You got to create some chaos in practice. Sudden change to where they've got to really be moving. And I agree with Dion. He said it last year in the Big 12 meetings. And he's brought it up again, and I know he's pushing for it. I think it would be good, to have, at the very least, have a joint practice, whether it's A&M or Texas or OU or whether we're traveling. You could do it to where, I heard Mike Gundy talk about Bedlam and do it twice. I don't know if I want to do it twice, but he had a great idea. But I do think you could do it every other year. Like if we went to College Station this year and they came to us next year and, had a day to where you had a couple practices against each other, I think it'd be great.